cyberbullying is something that is very real in the society that we live in today. It's important that we are aware of that the children that are living constant fear and what we do as responsible adults will change their lives forever. Imagine if this was your child and you're going to work, taking care of your family, living from day to day, not knowing that your child is living an experience you couldn't even imagine. I think it's important that we love our children enough to know that if they get upset and we go in their room and just check everything out or question them, it's not an invasion of privacy. It's because we love them. We want to make sure that we are alert and we are aware so that this is happening, we can help stop the problem. Why would someone want to become a bully in the first place? That would be a question that comes to my mind. They could be mental, emotional, physical, all these problems that could have been a long time ago. It could have happened around people that they were brought up around, situations that they had no control of. This could have endured these problems. And children who seem quiet and have low self-esteem, may dress a little different, those are the ones that seem to be targeted. And unfortunately, we have so many things and so many problems that are going on. I think that it's important that we always keep an eye open and an ear open. It seems that kids report that this problem is happening as young as in second grade. That's pretty young. Second grade. Our children are that smart and that knowledgeable, and they see their friends do it. They want to become part of the group, they want to become cool, so they join in on bullying. Not understanding the consequences, because by the time they're in middle school, girls are most likely, surprisingly, than boys to engage in cyberbullying. Whether the bully is a male or female, his or her purpose is to intentionally embarrass, harass, intimidate, make them feel bad. That's the purpose. This is happening now on email, text messages, posting on blogs, they have Twitter, they're putting all this on their accounts, and they're doing it to humiliate them, to belittle them. What can we do to solve this problem? These threats can become physical. Physical to where these children feel like they have nowhere to turn. I feel like we, as adults, it's our responsibility to make sure that we can do. Dealing with it, I think adults have issues as well, and they go to the legal system. Going to the legal system, it makes it more effectively, which ends in serious consequences. But I think the sad and unfortunate part of this problem is if it's not done in time enough, depression sets in, they get frustrated, angry, and their choice at the end of the day is suicide. That makes them feel like they have no one to turn to, no one to talk to want to end their lives when they have their whole life ahead of them. These children have a bright future. And when it gets to a dark place of where you want to take your life, this is a very serious problem. As a mother of 8, I couldn't even imagine. I couldn't even imagine my child going through living life throughout their days as if everything is fine when inside they're hurting. These teenagers taking their own lives just because they feel like they've been harassed, mistreated, this internet phenomenon that we know, this new term called cyberbullying. Suicide is directly or indirectly influenced by experience with these online aggressions. What can we do to prevent this from happening? We have to look for these signs. The hateful or threatening verbal messages. Do not respond to it. Tell your children don't respond to it. Ignore what they say and go tell a teacher. Tell a close friend. Tell a church member. Tell your parents. We have to control this behavior because they use it to make them feel less of a person. The threats of violence, that never ends well. So the things that we have to do in the day and the time that we live in is take immediate action. Taking immediate action is attempt to identify the problem, stop by responding, and then we must protect these children as if they were our own. We don't want our children to grow up and repeat this vicious cycle. We need to stop. We need to look. We need to listen. And we need to act. And by doing so, we can save and change lives. So let's start taking responsibility by doing so. Thank you.